It's MasterChef, and the semi-finals continue. Last time, this year's best amateurs had their first lesson in teamwork.
I don't ever want to have a relay again, because that was very, very, very stressful. It was a proper roller coaster.
Brutal, I think, is the word to describe that. It's difficult. They wanted us to be more ambitious, but that's a dangerous game to play. It's really tough.
I thought that was the real eye-opener, and it was a wake-up call. Unfortunately, we were exposed as being quite weak, but it gives you something to work on.
The team challenge continues, but there'll be no room for error, because one more amateur will be going home. It's early morning in Lincolnshire. And the contestants are on their way to help celebrate 50 years of the most revered and well-loved members of the British Armed Forces. The Red Arrows.
RAF Scampton Tower, clear for takeoff, service wind 26079.
Since 1965, the daring pilots have captured the imagination of the nation and are widely acknowledged as one of the world's premier acrobatic teams. Over the last half-century, only a handful of exceptional pilots have been selected from thousands of volunteers at the pinnacle of their careers. And now, the latest recruits are gearing up for this year.
Whew. Not bad, eh, John? Well done.
Welcome to RAF Scampton, home of the Royal Air Force Aerobatic Team, otherwise known as the Red Arrows. This year sees the 50th birthday of the Red Arrows. You have the honour of preparing lunch today for 90 of the officers, crew and support staff that make the Red Arrows happen.
At the start of the semi-finals, we put you into two teams. Those teams remain for this task. So, Robert, Paul, Beth and Emma, you are the red team. Tony, Sarah, Simon and Pete, you're the blue team. Right now, decide who is going to be your team leader.
Do you want to do it, sir?
I'll do it.
Yeah, okay, perfect. If you'd like to do it, I think you'd be a really good organiser.
Okay. Yeah, if you want that.
Team leader is, please?
I'll do it.
Blue team?
Simon, blue team.
Brilliant. Today, your food has to take my breath away. Off you go, that way.
Two mobile kitchens have been specially constructed by the runway for the contestants to use, along with a dining area in one of the hangars. For today's lunch, each team will be responsible for feeding one of the two tables.
Oh, look at them. Fantastic.
The teams have been given different ingredients.
What have we got?
We've got amaretto.
They'll each have to create 2 main courses and a pudding to feed the 90 RAF diners.
Emma, Simon, at the end of this, what we consider to be the weakest team will have to go back to the MasterChef kitchen, where those 4 team members will have to cook off against each other. And at the end of that challenge, one of those 4 people will leave the competition. So I would do what I possibly could if I was you to make sure you're not the weakest team. Right, let's get on with it. Hey, guys, we've got lunch to do.
What about like a little pearl barley risotto?
We absolutely don't want to be the second team. No, no. As long as we communicate well, then I think we'll be OK.
The red team's first task is to come up with a main using 6 saddles of lamb.
You guys are quite confident with meat, aren't you?
Bit of butchery?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. It's like they're glued together.
We couldn't walk like that.
Bouncing off each other in that light.
I want to be in there.
It's amazing. I can't believe where we are. It's really cool. Seeing those red arrows there, like I forgot what I was doing. Gosh, we're meant to be cooking.
The blue team are working out how best to use 5 enormous whole salmon.
So what are we thinking? Because to fillet all of those into 45 portions, that's going to be a huge job for somebody.
The ravioli is the way to go.
Yeah.
You could do spinach and ricotta with an egg yolk in.
Yeah. We're not thinking about a big plate of pasta.
I'm not saying a plate of pasta.
No.
Ravioli is the element that we can change.
OK.
Yeah. I absolutely love my team. And what's great about us is we've got very, very different skills amongst us all, but we communicate extremely well together, so I think we'll do very well. My hands are so cold from writing. The start to turn with custard is a beautiful thing on its own, I think.
You don't want to have to go back in the MasterChef kitchen and cook to stay in the competition. You know, it's imperative that we do well. We're nearly there, I think.
I think so, yeah. I think we're getting there.
We're struggling here. Mushroom and squash goes nicely together. Roasted shallots, squash. Yeah, you just literally...
Right, Simon, the menu is?
We're going to do a herb, ricotta and pine nut ravioli. There'll be 3 on the dish, and there'll be a raviolo to go with that that's got an egg yolk inside it. And then for the salmon main, there's going to be 1 salmon mousse raviolo, so just a teaspoon of salmon. It's going to be served with a salmon fillet.
Right.
With white wine, clam, bacon, shallots, and then samphire underneath it, so it can sit on that.
You've got to make 75 pieces of ravioli.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dessert, we're going to do a plum and stem ginger tart tatin, flavoured with sour anise, and creme anglaise custard.
Good. I look forward to it.
Cheers.
Anyway,
Lots of work. Lots of work.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. Ambition is a good thing.
Thank you. That sounds delicious.
We're on. We're done.
Right, Emma.
Yep.
Menu is?
We're going to do a stuffed saddle of lamb with some kidney and some bacon and some herbs. With some braised lentils, we're going to do some caramelised shallots and a salsa verde.
Right.
And then we're going to do a stuffed squash with mushrooms, shallots. And then dessert's going to be poached pears in mulled wine with some baklava and chantilly creme fraiche.
Great.
Yep.
Good. Why are you looking so scared?
I'm not looking scared, am I?
The clock is now ticking. They have less than 4 hours to complete a birthday celebration meal for the entire Red Arrows team.
To work like this, to work hard, to really strive to get something out, knowing that if you don't, your MasterChef life is in danger. That's pressure, you know.
The red team's first task is to butcher 6 saddles of lamb.
Come on, chop, chop, then, let's go.
The key for Robert and Paul is to separate the meat from the bone in one piece, so it can be stuffed and rolled.
We've got 6 to do, and we've got an hour and 15 minutes to do it. So, yeah, swift progress is needed.
I've never butchered such a big piece of meat before. And there is quite a level of complexity around here. There are quite a few things that you need to watch out for.
While the boys focus on the butchering, Emma and Beth need to get on with the bacon and kidney stuffing. It'll need to be cooked before being rolled in the lamb.
Got a target to get the lamb done by. So as long as the plan is stuck to as much as possible, then hopefully in 4 hours there should be a cracking plate of food.
Next door in the blue tent, things are already running to plan.
We divided the work up pretty evenly. We played to everybody's strengths. Sarah's great with pasta. Pete's great at getting stocks and sauces done. He does a good sauce. I'm going to prep some pine nuts. And then I'm making the filling for our vegetarian option. Tony's good with the filleting and he's excellent at cooking fish, so we're good to go.
You're making something nearly like 100 ravioli.
We counted 90, and they're 3 different types.
You're nuts.
I am.
Then you've got to pan fry over 40 salmon fillets.
Yep. There's no point. We thought at this stage it's go big or go home. So that's what we're doing.
I like that. I like that. All right, I'll tell you what. I think you've got a wonderful menu.
Thank you very much, Greg.
As long as you get it done.
Yes.
It'll get done.
Wonderful, wonderful menu. Well done. Well done.
Almost an hour has gone, and in the red tent, the bacon and kidney stuffing is cooked, but the lamb is still being butchered.
Guys, your time is slipping away. You've got to really move on this lamb. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's the 6th one?
The 6th one here. I'm just making a start.
Put your stuffing in the middle of them, and then we're gonna roll them up.
We're just all moving as fast as we possibly can. Once we've got the lamb done, that's the biggest job, and then the rest should be OK.
With the lamb saddles stuffed, they need to be rolled and tied for roasting.
Hold.
Yeah.
Put finger in. So that, yeah?
Yeah.
Under, round.
How long do you reckon to tie?
15, 20?
15, 20 minutes, OK.
Paul, do you remember more specifically what he did, mate?
Yeah.
Do you want to swap over, Paul?
Sure.
OK. You can't forget that. So we've got the first knot there, double tied.
Right.
As soon as we get that meat in the oven, we're all going to have a bit of a sigh of relief, because just, as I say, it's doing its job.
On the blue team, Emma and Pete are starting to roll the pasta for their 90 ravioli.
We need to speed up a little bit, I think. I think we're a little bit behind on what we said we'd be at this stage, but we're all right.
They're beginning to fill some with a spinach and ricotta mousse, topped with a duck egg yolk.
Just drop it.
3 ravioli made, only 87 to go. 87 to go.
But once the egg yolks are done, then we'll speed up.
Yeah.
Blue team, incredible ambition. Salmon, ravioli, samphire and clams, trying to get them all into a plate, still hot. That's difficult.
You have got to, I think, commend their bravery. They're going for it.
Go, go. Quicker, go.
The red team's lamb saddles are finally ready to roast. They're layering the bones and offcuts under them, as this will allow the hot air to circulate while cooking. And the roasted bone juices will be used to flavour the sauce.
Season, get them in the oven, OK? You're better off to get them in the oven and they can rest somewhere than you are not to have them cooked. Long ways. Long ways. That's it. And nobody touches that door for an hour. You're halfway, guys. 2 hours gone, 2 hours left. Halfway.
Yeah.
How are we doing with the baklava, Em?
Yeah, I'm a bit slower than I wanted to be. I need to crack on.
While Emma races to make the baklava, Paul is peeling 4 dozen pears, which will be poached to go with it.
How are the pears doing, Paul?
Oh, they're doing well, but they're doing slowly.
Free of the lamb, Robert's turned his attention to pan roasting the shallots and making the salsa verde.
Right, so the base of a good salsa verde is what?
Well,
Emma?
Lemon juice, capers if you've got, we haven't. We've got anchovies, parsley,
I'll tell you what you do.
mint,
Lots of
olive
breadcrumbs
oil.
soaked with vinegar, and your capers and your anchovies, OK?
Give me a rundown of the little bits that are worrying you.
We've got the caramel to do for the nuts. The pears are taking quite a long time. We've got to get those on to poach. The stuffing's underway for the squash. The squash is in the oven. The lamb's cooking. 1 tray of baklava's done. I mean, we've got a lot done, but I know how quickly the time can go, so we can't rest on our laurels here.
In the blue tent, prep is going well. The salmon's filleted, and Tony's already assembling the 5 plum tart tatins.
Yes!
You okay?
Yeah, I'm excited. I am
Smashing it?
excited. They're looking good. First 2 are in. Next one's going to go in, and then I've got 2 more large ones to do. And then the tarts are there. Got to get my custard going. But I think we're there. I think we're good.
Simon is dealing with all the garnishes, including the veg prep and the sauces, whilst keeping a close eye on timings and supporting his team.
How are you getting on with the pasta, guys?
Yeah, fine,
Yeah,
mate.
these ones are going a lot quicker.
What's bothering you the most?
At the minute, ravioli.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, there's not a surprise.
I mean, we expected it, we planned it, it's in our time. We are back on track, we lost some time and we've pulled it back. So as long as the guys keep going as quick as what they are doing, which is phenomenally quick, we'll make it.
Really?
Yeah, Scout's on it. Watch.
If this isn't perfect, you're going to be cooking again.
Yeah, it can't happen. Just can't happen. Not at all. Not even going to entertain the fact.
The noise is unbelievable, isn't it?
Veg ravioli, all done.
Yes! Yes!
Okay, go.
Thank you. That looks brilliant. Right, how many ravioli now for the...
50 left and then done.
We'll be fine.
Perfect, well played.
We'll be fine.
Just so you know, the red arrow's going up the last flight before lunch, guys.
Cool.
Synchro Scampton Town clear for takeoff, service wind 260, 7 knots.
To be one of the best acrobatic teams in the world takes many hours of intense practice.
Teamwork is the essence to any RAF squadron, particularly on the Red Arrows. The team are roughly 8 to 10 feet apart when we're flying our close formation. And we're manoeuvring the aircraft anything from 4 to 6G, which takes quite a pounding on the body, but it's more than manageable.
On the red team, Paul's pears are finally ready to poach in the mulled wine. Beth is rushing to get the squash stuffed with the wild mushroom and garlic filling, while Emma is trying to finish off the puy lentils.
Have you checked the lamb?
No. That is well cooked, I would say. I'm about to test it out.
You need to get those lamb back in the oven now. They're not cooked enough. Turn the heat right up, but all of them. They're not cooked. We've got to be cooked in half an hour. Quick, 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 quick. Right at the back.
Turn this one up.
Right to the back.
That's right up.
I'm really worried about that lamb.
As am I. Just got to hope it works.
With time running out, Sarah and Pete are still full on. They have to finish the ricotta herb ravioli, along with the salmon ravioli for their second main course. Simon has yet to get the white wine, clam and bacon sauce done for their salmon. And Tony has to finish off their pudding.
These handles on these tarts are red hot. Do not touch them.
Cheers, Tony, well done.
Guys, all 90 ravioli done. Last
Fantastic,
salmon
well done,
one's
Sarah.
done.
Ravioli's done.
Yep.
Samphire, clams.
Done. Clam's going in now.
Very impressive. Pudding.
Done.
Can I say, team, no food's gone out yet, but pretty impressive.
Thank you.
Well done.
I'm really looking forward to seeing what they're going to come up with for lunch. There's real buzz around the place, so as you say, I hope it comes out on time and we'll all get to sample it. This is a massive treat and yeah, a really, really big treat for us.
The diners will be split into 2. Half will be served food cooked by the red team, and the rest will be eating the menu created by the blue team.
Lunch is a key part of the day for us. It needs to be easily digestible because the body within about 30 minutes could be at 10,000 feet, descending to 1,000 feet, pulling around 7 to 8 G. So food itself has to be good and it needs to give us a good release of energy throughout the day.
This way, son. So no pressure.
Wait.
Look.
Okay, okay.
So this is where you're going to be plating up.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
We need everything over here. in half an hour.
OK.
Cooked in half an hour.
Ready to go.
Ready to go.
serve us.
OK.
That way. Bye.
Thank you.
See you in a sec.
Right, listen, we've got to have everything over there cooked, ready to plate in 30 minutes.
Before they can decamp, the Blues need to pan-fry 45 portions of salmon and cook the 90 ravioli and the accompanying vegetables for their main courses.
Is everybody OK?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we're not panicked. No, this is no time to panic. We're OK. We've got a lot to do. We've got a lot to do. We need to stay calm and focused on what we've got to do.
Next door, the red team are deep frying the kale to crisp it up and dealing with the lentils.
You know, this was always the bit that was going to be the most stressful. You know, the finishing off. I'm confident that our food is going to taste good. Just want to get everything, finished off now.
But there's one essential element that's still a way off.
How's the lamb?
It's still cooking.
Guys, last 2 pilots coming back.
We're almost there. We're on track.
We've got a tray of ravioli here, mate. Let's get them over. Start serving.
Yeah.
We've got salmon here. We've got salmon. We're good.
That's all right. Oh, these onions.
They look beautiful. There.
Fine. We need to get the lamb out.
The lamb looks proper.
OK, let's start with that trolley, peeps. Well, that'll work on there, won't it?
Right, you lead the way.
Going all the way round here.
Don't tell me that.
OK. We got extra?
No, I did all the shallots that there were.
OK. Right, we're going to have to come back and get that, OK?
Yeah.
Come on, let's go.
Hang on. The birds are going. Hang on.
Well, that was a silly place to put them, really, wasn't it?
Don't worry about that.
So we'll get in, debrief, and I'm expecting a very good lunch.
Straight up and go.
Let's go back.
Right.
Yeah, it's pretty hectic. Didn't expect the Olympics. We're nearly done. We're almost there.
Right, I need to get back there. Just bring you so you can see where we're going. Right, let's get carving. Come on, Paul, let's get on with carving.
I don't envy them in there. They got a really tough job. I'm just finishing on the last bits of the dessert because I know it's going to be really intense in there.
Right, go, guys, come on. Let's go. Quick.
Moving down.
Yep.
Moving down.
Let's keep pushing, guys, yeah?
Service, please.
Great looking plate of food. Looks amazing. Good job.
Led by Simon, the blue team's first main is a salmon fillet with a salmon mousse raviolo, served with clams, bacon, samphire and asparagus tips with a white wine sauce.
It's fantastic, actually, really good. So really nice and moist, and good mixture of vegetables as well. So no, really enjoyed it.
Fish was beautifully moist, very good. The mass food that we get here is excellent, but you know, when you're getting salmon, it's a different league.
Yeah, really nice.
My only criticism potentially would be I would like more salmon if I could, but it was extremely delicious and I really enjoyed it. Thank you.
This is incredible. I've been in restaurants where the dishes don't look as good as this, let alone coming out of tents in an airfield.
We've got a great sauce. We've got clams, samphire, asparagus, ravioli, little bits of salmon. You know, don't forget they start off with a whole fish and then, you know, come out with this.
I have to admire the ambition, the work that has gone into this.
Two more, guys. That's all we need.
That's it, yeah?
The blue team's second main is the herbed ricotta and duck egg yolk ravioli, served with deep-fried vegetable fritti, asparagus tips, and a spinach cream sauce, topped with watercress.
It was very nice and runny, yeah. I was surprised, yeah. It was very nice.
It was very tasty, but there wasn't an awful lot of it, to be honest. I probably could have eaten that twice again to make a meal.
I polished it all off. It was lovely. It was quite tasty.
Whoa, look at that.
Beautiful dish. Rich egg yolk, little hints of citrus as well, very light, but still filling.
Very delicious, lots of work, skillful, looks a treat. I'm impressed.
Please make sure the plates are clean, guys, OK?
That's half a shoulder of lamb on there.
It is half a shoulder of lamb. Well, at least we're not going for dainty fine dining here.
Led by Emma, the red team's first main is saddle of lamb with a kidney, bacon and herb stuffing, served with braised puy lentils, roasted shallots, crispy kale and salsa verde.
I enjoyed the lamb. Nice. A little bit fatty in places, but it was all right.
The lamb was well cooked. I did enjoy the stuffing. Don't usually go for kidneys, but I did actually enjoy it.
Yeah, well presented. Came out nice and hot. The way the kidney and bacon complemented the lamb was perfect. Really enjoyed it.
The lamb is cooked perfectly. You've got crispy fat on the outside, it's soft in the middle, and then you've got slightly sweetened lentils. It's a beautiful dish.
It's really, really lovely. The salsa verde works beautifully because it's so sharp, it helps to just take away that fattiness of the lamb. Loads of mint and lamb, brilliant. Come on, guys, last few, let's go. 3 more.
3 more.
Yep.
The red team's second main is a squash stuffed with wild mushrooms, breadcrumbs and garlic, also served with the puy lentils, salsa verde and crispy kale.
Absolutely delicious. Nice, tasty, nice bit of garlic, to say the least. But yeah, really, really tasty. Love it.
Would never have thought of having mushroom stuffed squash. It looks great, yeah.
The salsa verde on the side is sharp, full of herbs, mint and parsley. I like that baked squash, breadcrumbs. Good dish.
Those textures and flavours together are yummy.
Let's clean this pass down, yeah?
Yeah.
Right. One of you needs to stay behind and clean up. 2 of you need to go and get the desserts.
I'll go.
The teams have just 10 minutes to get their puddings ready.
Pleased with that. Golden, caramelised, plums look good. Really happy with those.
I don't know what we're going to be doing with this.
Let's get them loaded.
Let's go.
Look at that. Whoa. Happy with those? Yeah.
Right, guys, I think just get a piece of baklava on the plate.
Let's go, 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 go. Come on.
Push, guys, now. Let's go, yeah. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Service on these two.
Come on, guys. These guys are going already.
Got to go faster,
Yeah.
so just
We
get
need
it on
them.
the plate.
Bum, bum,
Big
bum.
dollop.
For dessert, the blue team have cooked plum, stem ginger and star anise tart tatin, served with custard.
The plum tart is lovely, really nicely spiced. Yeah, can't complain.
Yeah, the plum tart's really nice. I am really pleased with Tuesday. The type of salmon was really good, and now the dessert's just topped it off.
Fantastic. That is exactly what I would want on a cold day.
The tart itself was very, very nice. Fruit was good. It survived only about three spoonfuls and it was gone. So, yeah, top grade from me.
Oh, man. That is good. That is really good.
Fruit's great. Soft, rich plums, lots of sugar, almost bitter, and a really good custard.
That is a good pud. That's a crackingly good pud.
14, 15. Right, those are all the plates we've got to do, guys.
Come on, guys. Go push, push, push. Come on, let's go. Quick, quick, quick.
That hasn't got baklava on it. Come on, who's on the baklava?
Service, please.
The red team's dessert is mulled wine poached pears, served with pecan brittle, a square of walnut and pecan baklava, and chantilly creme fraiche.
Very good. Definitely impressed with the pudding. Really, really sweet, really tasty. Nice bit of texture in there as well. Yeah, overall really good.
It's really good. Any dessert's good, to be fair. This is it's exceptional.
I've never actually tried poached pears before, but I think it's soaked in the mulled wine, isn't it? Yeah, so it's actually really nice. I can really taste it. Yeah, it's good.
We've got sweetened crumb. We've got sweetened cream. We've got a very, very sweet, sticky baklava. I don't know whether it's too sweet. Let me have another go.
I love it. I've got pear and mulled wine and cinnamon and deliciousness. I've got that crispiness of the pastry and nut.
Oh, I don't know. I just don't know.
Well done, guys. Job done.
It was really, really tough. I think we're all absolutely shattered now. It was full on. So if we have lost, I know that we've done our best today, which is really good.
You know, I'm really pleased with the dish we put up, given the transport and the logistics of getting it here. I'd like to think we've done enough.
That's great service.
Yes.
4 hours has never gone so quickly. I don't know where it went, but amazingly proud. Amazingly, we worked really, really well together.
I don't want to be in the cook-off. That was, after all that work, I think it was beautiful. I really don't want to be in the cook-off. I would be gutted to have to do it again because it keeps flipping happening.
An extraordinary day, and I've got nothing but admiration for our 8. They knew it had to be brilliant. I'm really, really pleased for them. Really pleased for them.
With both teams doing so well, it seems really unfair to call one team the winner. But them's the rules.
They are the rules.
I can't say whose food is better, but I can tell you who I think had the most ambition and who worked best as a team.
I think I agree with you. I want to say to all of you, amazing. Congratulations, great work, and it goes to show what you can do if you really push yourselves.
With the food being as good as it was, it came down to, in the end, who showed more ambition, who showed a greater degree of teamwork. So the team having to come back and cook again for their MasterChef place
is the red team.
Sorry. No worries. Very good way, was it?
Well done.
Absolutely feel for the other guys on the red team, because it is a fine margin, but it's really good that we pulled it off. It is.
Really relieved straight through. Definitely didn't want to cook against the guys in my team, but I'm really proud of what we put out. What a day, so much fun.
You're right, Beth. Come on, come on. Come on.
I don't want the camera to get me.
Come on.
I'm really upset. Like, we tried so hard, and I don't know how many times I've been knocked down because I keep picking myself back up again for every challenge, and it's really tricky because I take things quite personally, and I try and like push one last time. It's just really difficult.
I've had to be good. You did an amazing job today. Stefan Queen, amazing. Okay, just be proud. We've got to just be proud of ourselves, okay? I'm hugely disappointed. Of course, I'd love to have won. I'd love to, you know, feel that we were safe and we weren't going into a cook-off, but I'm very, very proud of what we produced today. I think we did a cracking job, I really do.
Now the red team have to compete against each other, and one of them will be going home.
There's no point in being sad or disappointed about it. I need to go into the kitchen today determined to come out the other side, still a part of the competition.
It's home from home now, doing a cook-off. Yeah, so I'm back. I'm just going to try and keep my head and work as best as I can.
I'm feeling pretty relaxed, actually. I'm not quite sure why. At the end of the day, if you put a good plate of food up, chances are you're probably not going to go home.
I feel disappointed to be here cooking off against, you know, my team members. If I survive today, I'll be having the biggest glass of wine on the planet. Yeah, I'm ready. I think.
We've got a palate and skills test. And I'm going to cook a dish, they're going to eat it, and they're going to have to work out what goes into the dish and how to make it.
What's the dish, mate?
The dish is smoked and pan-fried quail, red wine and port dressing, shaved cauliflower, pickled walnuts, and oak leaf.
That's a bit sexy and complex. Are you up to this?
The first thing is to make the mix, to make the smoker. Into the pan goes lapsang souchong tea, brown sugar, rice, and a little bit of thyme.
Rice seems an odd one.
Slows the process down.
Stops it all just going up in flames.
Bony a quail, pair of scissors, you cut the backbone out. Turn the whole thing over and you push. And then with your fingers, you just literally peel the rib cage off. So now it goes skin down in the smoker.
Great smell.
Now for the sauce. Port, red wine, stick of cinnamon, and shallots. It really is a classic red wine reduction.
At this stage, you'd expect them to be able to make a port and red wine sauce.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, little bits of cauliflower, lemon juice. Keep the cauliflower white, but at the same time, just give it a bit of sharpness. Now, pickled walnuts. They are sharp, they are sour, they are amazing. Salad bits and pieces are on the way, that's fine. There we are, our quail's smoking away. Pan really hot, skin side down, because I want the skin to go crispy. And this is the good bit. A huge, huge knob of butter. Then walnut. Butter over the top to keep that lovely and moist all the way through. Right, now, I'm going to take the quail apart. I'm just going to put the quail in so the sauce coats the outside of the quail, just to glaze it. And now to plate the dish.
Lovely.
This is our lapsang souchong smoked quail with a port and red wine dressing, shaved cauliflower, walnuts, and oak leaf salad.
Beautiful dish, beautiful. May I? beautiful flavour of the sauce, and the smoke is lovely, but it's subtle. They're going to have to work it out. I've seen it, I've tasted it. Let's get them in.
This is a palate and skills test. I've cooked you a dish. We'd like you to eat that dish and write down what you think went into making that dish. You've got 10 minutes. Eat away.
I don't think it's chicken. It could be partridge. It's too light for pigeons and it's too small for pheasant. So I'm just narrowing the field down at the moment.
Delicious. I think it's been smoked, but I've never smoked meat before, so I'm not 100% sure how that's been achieved. Yeah, I think I could have a good go at it.
For me, there's a lot of sweetness in there. Balsamic, there's definitely some balsamic going on in there. Probably a squeeze of honey as well. But I could be far wide of the mark.
You know what, this dressing is the sort of dressing that I would make. Yeah. I was thinking it'd be okay, but I feel a bit underconfident now.
Now you've tasted it, now you know what goes into it. We want you to make it. You've got 45 minutes. Off you go.
They have 4 trays of ingredients. 1 for the protein, 1 for the smoking mixture, 1 for the sauce to dress it with, and 1 for the salad. They've also been given a few rogue ingredients, including partridge, a larger, darker game bird than the quail, balsamic vinegar on the sauce dressing tray, and star anise as a smoking ingredient.
Emma's completely stumped because what is on her list? Soy, plum vinegar, pomegranate, mirin.
Oh, Emma's written all the ingredients that you find in an Asian dish. She's going to have to figure this out rather quickly. Emma,
Yes.
you don't look completely comfortable.
I am so far out of my comfort zone, it's untrue. Now I've seen the ingredients for the sauce, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Of course it makes sense. I think I've surprised myself at how little actually I got right. So I'm winging it. I'm absolutely winging it, 100%. I don't know, I'm doing my best. I'm hoping that there are components on there that are right. I just want to get a good, tasty plate of food up there.
Paul thinks he's got a partridge.
And I like that.
He's got the dressing absolutely right. He's got red wine and pork, that's great. But he's, for the salad, he's got jalapenos. So where's he getting the flavour of jalapenos? You didn't slip a quick chilli in there, did you?
No.
You all right, Paul?
I am, yes.
Tell me about your desire for the competition.
The longer I stay here, the more I want it. The last couple of challenges that we've done have been absolutely amazing, great experiences, and the idea that you wouldn't be here for any of that is heart-wrenching.
Good luck with the partridge.
Thank you very much. I struggled to figure out how to get that smokiness and that gentle spice in the bird, and I figured out that what I could do is use the warm dressing.
Paul is cooking the partridge and not the quail. Apart from that, I think he understands the ingredients pretty well. You've got 30 minutes left, all right? Beth's obviously a little bit concerned here because under the smoking mixture, she's written nothing at all.
The smoking thing has absolutely floored her. But as for the rest of it, she's really thinking about it. Butter appears quite a lot, and there is a lot of butter in this.
Beth, there's a relaxed smile on your face.
Yeah, I'm quite enjoying this. It's like cooking from a recipe book without the book, just with the picture that you can eat. It's like quite fun.
Have you smoked stuff before?
Never. And I don't know whether I've done it right. I'm completely winging it. I'm trying to use my instinct. I don't have a Scooby-Doo whether I'm doing this right, but it doesn't smell delicious. Look at that. Like, is that good or bad? It stinks. No idea.
Robert's using both quail and partridge.
I worked that out. Otherwise, he had a quail with 4 legs. Robert has got a sauce of balsamic vinegar and pole. That's not going to be a sauce. That's going to be like a sticky toffee. Was it just the leg meat that you tasted in John's dish, and no breast at all there?
For me, yeah.
Just legs?
There's a lot of leg, very leggy. You've got to be tasting with this sort of thing. And the flavour should be there, definitely. Hopefully that comes across and they like it, and John feels I've done his dish justice.
You've got just 1 minute, that's it.
It tastes good. Whether or not John thinks it's the dish that he cooked is another matter.
Do you know what? I really enjoyed that. I hope it's not the last time I cook, but if it is, it was a very enjoyable experience.
The main thing is to get a tasty plate of food up there. Hope that, you know, I've done enough.
Stop! Time's up. Well done.
So, the dish we asked you to cook was a boned, then smoked pan-fried quail, served with a classic red wine and port sauce.
There was no balsamic, and there was no star anise.
We'll start with you, Emma. What you've got here is, I think, disparate parts. I'm hoping there are points to this dish which are good.
You've got really nicely cooked quail. You've got a very nice sauce that isn't over-sweetened and it's slightly sharp, and you have good seasoning. However, it's nothing like John's.
I know.
Your walnuts are toasted and really lovely, your quail is cooked and lovely and moist, and your sauce is not bad. It just needs a bit more depth. It doesn't have the richness. You need butter. It's not a disaster. There's some elements on there I don't mind.
I didn't do John's dish justice, but I, from the comments, did produce a tasty plate of food. So I'm feeling a bit mixed.
Robert, if you're confronted with a dish on a plate which is fully sauced, why would you then put it in a bowl not sauced?
Well, I mean, it depends how much you think the presentation changes the nature of the dish.
Huge amount. Because you've used partridge and only the partridge legs, and because you haven't roasted your walnuts or used butter in the walnuts, the whole thing is dry and a bit chalky. There's nothing unctuous about it. There's nothing inviting about it. You take one mouthful and think, OK, it's dry, it tastes of nuts, and it tastes a bit of partridge.
I like your sauce. It's not John's sauce. The legs are a bit dry. I've got a bit of bone off of one of the legs as well, which I crunched down on. I'm not that happy, Robert, I've got to say. I don't know why you moved so far away from the dish that was given you.
The feedback seemed to suggest that I don't have a good palate. I mean, that's how I'm left feeling. I am left with a bitter taste in my mouth from the pickled walnuts, I guess. but I thought that the flavours were there. It didn't seem to be the case.
Beth.
It's pink instead of deep red, and I'd like that fat on that bird to be a bit crispier.
The good news is your quail is cooked really nicely. It's soft, it's moist, and your walnuts with the butter around the outside of them are lovely. But your quail doesn't have any taste of smoke on it. It needs more red wine, port dressing, it needs more of the cauliflower, and it needs just to be a bit richer.
You've always been out to cook. That quail's cooked really, really well. I mean, it's moist and it's well seasoned. However, there's virtually no dressing at all.
I'm a bit gutted because I really wanted it to be perfect today. I'm gutted it's not, but I'm not completely, I'm completely despondent about it.
Paul, have a look at yours. Presentation terms, you're about as close as it gets. That's good. The thing is, you've used partridge. The sauce is really rich and actually not a bad sauce at all. Your partridge, because it's partridge, has gone dry. But you've got a really nice bit of smoke in the back of the partridge. That's the good thing about it, because you use lots of Lapsang Souchong tea, and that sort of boot leather, quite manly flavour is what I was after.
Your sauce, although I like it, is nothing like John's. However, I like your presentation, and I really like the smokiness that you've managed to get on the bird.
I don't feel too bad after that. It's a shame I didn't get the right bird. But overall, I'm quite happy with how it went.
Varying degrees of success. Our job now is to make a decision, because one of you is going to lead the competition. Thank you.
Do you know what? I can't call it.
I know, you never can though.
They're exceptional cooks, but they found that tough. Emma got herself into a bit of a tiz, but actually cooked the quail really well and made me a decent sauce.
I agree with you about Emma. I think her quail is cooked well. I like the fact that she's toasted the walnuts, and we've got a good base flavour. I like that dish. For me, the dish of the day has come from Paul. I can taste the smoke inside the bird, although he used a partridge. It was presented in the right way. He's got all the component parts on the plate.
Paul made a sauce that was nothing like yours. However, the sauce itself was good, and there was smokiness on the bird, good smokiness. Robert gave us partridge instead of quail, didn't even try to reproduce your dish.
But this is what, I'll tell you what, this is what really gets me. I don't understand this. You see a plate, you don't serve it anything like it, you serve it in a completely different plate with just the legs and no breast with a different bird.
I'm sure that there are some other amazing things to come, and I'd love to be a part of that. I'd be thrilled if somehow I got through.
Beth was the only one of the cooks to identify that there was a lot of butter in the dish. And that butter was lovely wrapped around the walnuts. She cooked her quail very, very well indeed. But there's no sauce, there's no rich red wine and port vibrant sauce. And that means the dish is lacking.
It's incredible. I can't believe I've got this far. I don't want it to end. I've just enjoyed every single moment of it. I've become a total, that's my life now. My life is cooking. That's all I ever wanted, to be honest.
Right, have we made a decision?
Sadly, I think we have. Although, sadly, we're saying goodbye to one of you, I think you can all Be very, very proud of yourselves.
We made our decision. The person leaving us is Robert.
Thank you, Robert.
Good luck, guys. I'm gutted to be leaving. You never enter a competition looking forward to the day in which you leave. But I'm massively proud of how I've done. You learn so much, and you have to learn so much very quickly. I'll look back on this experience so fondly. It's been just the best experience of my life.
I feel so sorry for him. I know it sounds really ridiculous.
You know, this stage, you get attached. You get really attached to people. It's
I
really
love
hard.
Robert.
Thought I was actually going to burst into tears when my name wasn't called today. It was such an overwhelming sense of relief.
There's a whole range of emotion. Sadness that you lose a competitor at this stage, but you know what? I'm just really happy to have survived today. I knew today was going to be tough. I really did, and it was tough, but I'm really happy.
It's just a dream I'm living in at the moment. It's weird. I can't believe that. Still in it now. Wow, yeah, amazing.
Next time, the semi-finals continue.
I was freaking out a bit. That fish keeps looking at me.
And the remaining 7 must take their food to a whole new level.
Today's about being brave, being bold, pushing the boundaries.
Hoping that I've done enough.
There's no room for error.
Whoa!
Because one more amateur will be leaving the competition.